Hello, good day everyone. Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel Trade Live with Precise Trader. Today is 8th September and this is a US session. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. So with that, we move on to our live analysis. Okay, there isn't any data out tonight. So like I did mention during the Europe session, the next key important data is Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, even tomorrow also not much important data. So only the SNB chairman giving a talk. Okay, now quickly run through the trades because right now the market is moving. I think we got to be in the trade, so we had to take. Okay, we just shorted gold Aussie. Okay, we just shorted gold Aussie and gold Euro, and we were trying to sell gold US. I think that one we missed by 50 pips, 50 cents. So now we got to try to go for a re-entry on this. So let's quickly get on board. Let's try to get into the trade, then move on. So and also I wanted to see the Dow Jones. Okay, the Dow Jones is 45,360. So let's look into this, then let's move on with our trades. Okay, let's look at the gold US. Okay, in fact we projected the high, and in fact today we did project the high to be somewhere near 3,635, 45 and 55 for today. So looking at the chart now, okay, what we feel is, okay, there is a probability that we may have seen a temporary high. Okay, we may have seen a temporary high at 32. So now how can we trade this? How can we go in case if we have missed the trade or we have not got into the trade? Then what I would suggest is we have to go for a small trade. Okay, small volume, which is usually 0.2. We'll try to sell at 24 half or better. Okay, early on we had a sell at 27 half, so that one I think we'll need to do some adjustment. So now let's quickly sell this, just a small volume. Okay, we'll try to sell at 24 half or even 24 also. Okay, I think right now it's 24. Okay, we'll hit the market. Okay, we hit the market. So now we have to put this stop and we have to put a TP. Okay, this stop we need to put it at 32. Okay, above the previous high, I mean the current high. So then we also try to sell at 27 half. That one I think we will raise it by $2, so at least we reduce our risk on this. So let's go on this trade. Okay, now again I'm telling you, this is a 50-50 chance that a temporary high. I mean, when I say temporary high, I'm not referring to a major high, but just give me a minute. Okay, so I have already said. Okay, so now we are going for a sell. So let's try to manage this trade, and we need to go for a buffer entry. Okay, again I'm telling you, this is only a 50-50 chance that this is going to be a temporary high, but not a major reversal. It's just a temporary pullback. So now let's look at the buffer entry. Okay, we have a buffer entry at 5,500 for gold Aussie, then buffer entry for gold euro at 90, which is we have put in about $5 away. Then buffer entry for gold US at 29 half. Okay, now what we are going to do is, let's work this uh, market and see how far it can be seen, and also at the same time what are the obstacles we are going to see, and we will discuss in detail, so at least you can get yourself prepared for this move. Okay, overall, again, this is not a major high. This is just a temporary high. So now let's look at, or let's project the day high. Okay, the day high, the hourly high, then at least we know where we stand and what is our risk going to be. So if we look for today's high, okay, today's high, most likely we are expecting, or the high is expected to be somewhere near 36, 37 and 36, 34 and 36.55. Okay, we will take this three as going to be as today's high. So now, so since we have taken the trade, let's say we have got stopped out, so we need to put a buffer entry for this. So since we have just shorted and we are trying, I mean, now we are feeling, or we are betting that the 31 half is going to be a current session high or current day high. So always when we do the trades, we got to know the high and low, so then we can stay in the trade confidently, and put ourselves in a comfort zone. So now, since we are seeing this 35 and 37 half, that is another high. So now let's look at the hourly high. Okay, hourly high. The day high I'm expecting, I already given you. So now let's look at the projection of the hourly high. So if looking at the hourly high, it should be like most likely 31, okay, which is the current high, tells you that this is going to be the temporary session high. And if let's say the price extends further, then we may see the price heading towards 40 and 55 as the next barrier. Then when we look into the 2-hour chart, okay, this is going to end in another 20 minutes. Okay, so this is going to be a 2-hour chart ending in 20 minutes. And right now, if we are seeing this setback, okay, that means for the next 2 hours we can expect the price to move lower or test the the immediate support. Okay, so most likely we are expecting the target or the temporary setback towards 36.13, 36.07, and of course 3600. So we got to exit in any one of these three levels. Okay, I repeat, our target is going to be 36.13. So probably we may want to put it at as 15. okay, 15, and our holding period is going to be for the next 2 hours 20 minutes. Okay, within this 2 hours 20 minutes, whatever the price I'll be getting in or getting out, or if in the event if I get stopped out, then I'll try to go for a re-entry. So let's put this as 13. Let's take it as 13 and 8, okay, as our comfortable support. So when we look into the hourly support, the hourly support also gives you around 18 and 15, okay, 18 and 15 as the next immediate support. So what we can do is, okay, the hourly support is between 18 and 15. The 15-minute support is between 15 and 8, 36.08. So now let's go and do the changes. Okay, I think we got the gold Aussie. The second entry got filled at 50 half. Okay, let me try to get this thing also. Okay, so now we are going to take this TP to, we'll put it comfortable maybe 15, okay, but we have to monitor the 18 carefully. If the 18 breaks, then we should see the price heading towards 15. So then we have another sell at 29 half. That one probably we may want to lower it to the next price target, which is 10 half. Okay, again I repeat, okay, this is going to be a counter trend trade. Okay, chances are we may have seen the high, or we may see the price heading one more push before the price is turning out. Okay, I think we got our Aussie got stopped out. Okay, we got a stopped out, as so that means to say that the high is still not seen yet. Okay, let me put this. Give me a minute, okay, so okay, I think we are wrong. The price has already started pushing towards the high, so I think we got to get ourselves mentally prepared for the next move. That means either we go for a buy, or we should be waiting for a higher level to go for a sell. Okay, I think we got tricked here. Okay, just now it was trading below the open. Okay, it was trading below the open, so right now the price is again pushing higher. So I think, you know, we should be able to re-enter again at a much higher level for a sell, or we have to go for a cautious buy. Okay, so let's okay, do this carefully again. Okay, I think this is you see, this is it was trading below the previous 15-minute low. So this candle is really, it tricked us. But like as I said, the next target we are looking at is 55 and 40. So the market should be turning at 55 or 40 to take back our losses. Otherwise, we got to go for a buy, but right now the buy is a bit risky because we only have 15 more minutes for this time to finish. So the next 2 hours is going to be very critical. Okay, the next 2 hours is going to be very critical. So if we are right, then the next 2 hours may get a pullback, or the further strength it can go is beyond 40 or even 55. So let's cautiously wait for another 13 more minutes to see whether we are seeing any weakness and whether this is a temporary high is seen. Because see that the signals are there, but the time control has not finished. So that's the only reason now we got stopped out, so we got to go for this re-entry and try to get back on track. So now let's monitor this closely and try to get back our losses. I think this is just a temporary spike, so this 15-minute is a bit important because this is the final 15 minutes we are looking for. Okay, so remember we had a resistance at 35 and 37. So that's why I said sometimes there's two ways which we can trade. One is we wait for the confirmation of a turn, then we go. Another one is we are taking trades based on the projected levels and we are trying to get the best entry at a projected level. But of course, the risk is still there. Okay, the risk is still there, so we got to be aware of that risk. Then we should be able to get back on that. So now looking at this chart, okay, looks like, this I said looks like, because it's a final 15-minute. I thought this candle should be coming down, so but it really tricked us. So now let's try one more time with a very small portion. The same thing, we'll try to sell at 32 half with the stop above 36 half. Okay, let's try one last time. If not, then the next one would be we would be trading on a confirmation or a reversal. Okay, so we are going to go for this round. We are not going to go for 3 entries. We are only going to go for 1 because we already got this. Okay, right now it's trading at 34. In fact, 34, slightly higher. Okay, so okay, let me think. Hold on. Okay, I'll just sell at market. Okay, I'll just sell at market 33 half and stop at 37 half, and the volume, try to maintain a low volume. Okay, so we're going to put a stop at 37 half or 80. I think looks like it's going to get stopped out. Okay, wait, 38. Okay, we'll put it as 38. Okay, we'll put it as 38. And the thing is, you must understand that this strength is going to last for another 9 more minutes. Either we get a best entry, or we might lose money unnecessarily, and we wait. Okay, so we don't want to go any more trade since we have got stopped out 3 trades. So we will wait for a confirmation of a turn, then we will go for a trade. But of course, one trade is just like testing the temperature, temperature of the water. So we'll just try to hold on to this trade. Okay, so I repeat, we have to wait for another 9 more minutes for this trade to give us an answer or solution. So while we are waiting for that, okay, let's go and discuss the Dow. Okay, we're not having any other open trades. We only have one trade. The other one also, I think, going to get stopped out soon. So let it get stopped out. So then we will try to re-enter again to get back the loss. Okay, now if you look into the Dow, okay, the Dow, this is already in a range, and remember Friday we were trying to buy, and remember we were trying to say that this that 45 750 is critical. Once it breaks, then it can go higher, otherwise it's going to be a failure. So right now this is in a range, and we are expecting the price to go towards 45 200 or lower. So to know that answers, of course we need to see a lower time frame. So if this is making a lower high, so possible we should be seeing this low be tested. Okay, so what we can do is we can go for two entries, 2 tiers of entries. One is we'll try to go for a market. The stop loss has to be at 45.50. Okay, 45.50. So then we'll go on 2 different volume. So at least the nearer the market entry will go for a low volume, then the other entry will try to go for a higher volume. So we'll try to sell half lot at 45.350, another one at 450, with the stop being above 550 and 575, and expect this low to break or test that. If it breaks, then price may go down lower, otherwise this is going to be in a range. So right now we have seen, okay, now hold on, there is an issue here, hold on. Okay, now, okay, this is an issue here. Okay, this one don't go for a sell, Okay, I don't want to go for a sell, and I want to go for a buy. Okay, I want to go for a buy. Now my view changed. I'm expecting this high to break, and you should go higher, because this is already oversold, and this candle here is bothering me. So this is really bothering me. So let's try to go for a buy, just as testing the water. We'll try to go for a buy around 45.305 with a stop below 180. Okay, so my apologies for my changing my thing, because it's a bit confusing here. Okay, we have two, both are giving us 2 different directions. Okay, so now I've decided to, I don't want to enter market, and I want to go for a buy at half lot at 305, stop 175. Okay, so the TP I'll give you later. Okay, the TP I'll give you later. Okay, now the gold, we have taken that trade. So okay, fortunately this is going the right direction. So let's see in detail. And what I told you was I'm expecting the strength for another 4 more minutes. That's it. So now looks like, okay, we may have seen the high, okay, at our projected level. So then euro also is a failure. Aussie also is turning at the level. Okay, so what we can do is we will try one more round. Okay, one more round, try to sell the gold euro and gold Aussie to get back on track. And remember, the next 2 hours should be showing weakness. Okay, if we are right. If not, then I think then we are sitting in the wrong side of the market. Then we should be going for a cautious trade again. Okay, again I say it again. So please, if you call yourself aggressive trader, then you go for all these trades. If you feel conservative, just go for one trade, wait for a turn, then we can confirm. Once we confirm that this is the high, then we can go for additional trade, because we have always it's just like playing cricket. I think the last time I did emphasize to you, this is like when we get early wickets gone, so we got to stay calm, try to re-enter with a best solution. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go for only one more rather than two. Okay, I go for gold euro, low volume, sell. Okay, sell at market. Then this one, the stop, I'll put it as 96.5. Okay, about $5 is the risk. So let's see. And we have 1 more minute left. So hopefully, if we are right, we should see the price turning from here. If not, if it tests again the high, then definitely we are wrong. Then we should be able to go for a higher level final target sell, which is 55. That's the level we projected. So now we got to see. So now, while we are waiting for this, let's put in another trade to cover our losses. I want to sell at 55. Okay, 55, and put a stop at 61. And this is a day sell, because the target for today, we are expecting a 36, 50, 55, not beyond that. Okay, now the time has finished. Okay, now, like as I said, okay, we should be able to see the weakness. Okay, now the Dow is also filled. Okay, Dow is also filled. So now let's manage this trade and see how it progresses. Okay, now I'll show you the chart. Okay, like as I told you, if we are right, we should see the price coming down in the next 2 hours. If the price makes new high, then we are wrong. So then I think we will just forget about today's trade. Then we will just wait for the final trade, because at this level I don't want to go for a buy and chase, because it is going to be a bit tricky and a bit choppy. Okay, so let's monitor for a, a few more minutes. Okay, so then if we see the price breaking this low 28, then probable we may need to go for a add-on entry. Okay, as you see, this market is struggling to go up, but at the same time this is not going down either. Okay, so we'll just have to wait to see. The next 15 minutes is very important, either whether the price breaks 36 or whether the price breaks 28. So if it breaks 28, then we are right. If it breaks 36, then we are wrong, and we just have to pay the price and wait for the final sell. Okay, so now let's wait to see how the price progresses in the next 15 minutes. It's very, very critical, because this is the beginning of the new time belt on the 2-hour chart, and if this market is still showing strength, then means to say that we have yet to see the high. Okay, then another thing I just want to tell you, okay, we will be increasing the volume when we have the most confidence. So sometimes when we do a counter trend, when we are testing the temperature of the water, meaning to say the trend, then we always try to go on a low volume so we don't get burnt. Always remember the golden rule is you have to cut your losses short, let your profits run. So when you are right, stay in the trade, try to get the move. Even one day we get one good move, we should, in fact, today's we were expecting this break to happen and all this, but the only thing we were not anticipating was the break happened during Europe session, which we did not anticipate. We anticipated only during this time belt for the price to break higher, so which has already started earlier. So now we got to see whether this US has got strength to push in further. Okay, again I also want to emphasize that do take note that this strength on the upside is expected to last until end of this week, or at least until September 18th. Okay, that is the interest rate announcement. So while we are waiting, in fact, we are also, for those of you who are not aware, we also started publishing the report. Okay, I just want to share with you this report, which we are expecting. Okay, remember the price target is, we are expecting is 3650, 3700, 3750 and 3800. So that is before the end of October. So which means to say that, okay, the market may turn before that, but we are cautiously bullish. Okay, even today, we were seeing that the price is going to go higher towards the 36.45. So now it's already 36.36. So looks like this may not, and always when we try to pick the high and low, okay, this is the price we pay. Okay, so this is the price we got to pay, so we got to be very careful on this. So now let's see whether this is going to break low or break high. If it breaks high, then we have to go for a re-entry again, which is 36.55 or maybe even 36.45. Pay attention, then the price may come down. Then during that time we go for a sell. Okay, now if you look at it, okay, this is extremely overbought. So now we are seeing a divergence. The only thing is we have not seen the turning yet. Okay, so we got to be very careful to see whether this is going to happen. Okay, I think it might go and touch. Okay, let's see. See here, the trade we are opening. Okay, we have a stop at 38. So this first 15 minutes, I told you the first 15 minutes is very critical, and right now it tested one more time. Okay, but still not out of the woods yet. Okay, so that's the thing we got to take note. So when we trade, okay, this is all when we have a plan, and when we trade with confidence that you can comfortably stay in the trade, comfortably hold on, hold on to the trade, unless of course, always remember, when we are wrong we pay the price, when we are right we gain the profit. Okay, so still we have another 7 more minutes left, so let's see what happens, whether we're going to get stopped out or we are going to get back on this. See, just now it tested that 37.5 and it had a quick drop to 33, and now again it's testing. I think most likely we'll get stopped out, then the market may come down. Okay, let's see what happens, then we'll see how to manage this trade. So in fact today we were making good money, we were making good money, and I think what we have made, I think we have just given out just now, just in the last 15-20 minutes. Okay, while we are waiting, let's see the Dow. Okay, let's see the Dow and see how else it can move. And of course we have a stop, so let's see whether we get stopped out. Okay, now looking at the Dow, we went for a buy. Okay, so now you see here this is making higher lows. Okay, higher lows, which is a good indication. Then of course we need to see the price breaking this high, which means that breaking 365, then we can be in a comfort zone, to say that okay, this market is showing strength and we are expecting the price to move higher. Until then, nothing is sure, and the risk is there. There is a 50-50 chance that either we make or we lose. again, gold is still struggling. Like as I told you, that 15-minute is very important. Another 4 more minutes. Let's wait to see. Okay, the gold euro looks like it's going to get stopped out. Just raise the stop by $1. Okay, just because looks like quite close. So I've just raised it by $1. The reason why I'm raising is because market has got only 2 more minutes left. If there is more time left, then I don't want to do any changes to that. Since there's only 2 minutes left, so if it's $1 is just worth giving a try, then we'll see whether the market is going to turn in our direction we expect. Market is still have 2 more minutes. We have 1 more minute. Okay, then we can see the next 15 minute how is going to respond. Okay, now we look at 15 minute. This is beginning of the new time belt. Okay, so that means to say, you see your 6 hours will be still got 2 more hours left. So your 2 hours, this is just started. Okay, so this has just started. So if this 2 hours, if it's showing weakness, then we should see the price turning down. Okay, so now the 15-minute is finished. So now we will see the next 15-minute how is this market going to trade. So it is showing some weakness but not convincing. So we have yet to see the reversal happening. Still not refusing to turn. The only way we can confirm a high is confirmed is when we see a lower high and lower lows. So okay, so now we are seeing what we are supposed to see. Okay, so now there is a chance, okay, there is a chance that the high can be seen. So let's try to sell the gold Aussie. Okay, gold Aussie, sell at market, since we feel, okay, put a stop at 22. Okay, so so now just give some time. And let's see whether we can go for add-on entry. Okay, for the add-on entry we need to see the price trading below the open. Okay, I think most likely we may have seen, okay, we may have seen. So let's try one more entry, and this is how we should be practicing. Okay, when we make the most, when we lose the minimum. Okay, so now 38 is the stop. I need to put 38 half. and market is making lower high. Okay, lower high. So we'll try to go for one more. Since we got stopped out, we'll just try one more attempt, and we don't want to, and the volume will still stick to the same scenario. So we'll try to sell at 33 and 38 half. See, this one we don't have to chase the market because we have already taken the trade. Okay, we already taken the trade, so we don't have to chase the market. So then we will just try to concentrate on the market. So now we got to see the price breaking 28. If it breaks 28, then for sure we may have seen the high, this level, this level 28. So now this is coming here. If it breaks 28, we can be pretty sure that that is going to be the high. This is going to be the high. Then when it bounces back again, then we can go for a sell. Okay, but as of now, we don't want to go aggressive, because you see, when we make money, we go aggressive. When we get stopped out, or when we lose, then we got to play very careful and quiet game. It's the same thing, like as I told you, just like playing a cricket. You know, when you lose early wickets, you need to play the game slowly. Okay, so the same manner, since we got stopped out, so we will try to go slowly, and also not the volume wise, not the big volume, until we are in the right, we know we get it, then we will try to get the maximum from the market. So we got to see 28 break on the gold US. We got to see 87 break on the gold euro. We got to see 5506 break on the gold Aussie. So all this must happen. Then we can be on the safe zone, and we can be pretty sure that okay, this is going to give us a good profit. You see, I hope you understand, we are doing a business. Okay, this is not a gambling, or just we take a trade with the plan. Of course, when you have good time and bad time, when bad time comes, it's just like, but we are still stay in the business, keep ourselves afloat, and we don't panic and lose the confidence. So let's wait to see whether the 28 breaks. If the 28 doesn't break, then I think it's too bad. I think we are very unfortunate, and the market is not going to give us what we expect. Okay, still hanging around there. See, it's just trying. So we have another 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes of this 15 minute. So what we should see is this market should be closing below this low. That was one condition. Then the next high should be lower than this high. So if this 2 happens, then I think our trade should go well. Okay, if this doesn't happen, then we okay. There are 4 more minutes. So that is how you should be monitoring the trade minute by minute to see whether the price is in the comfort zone. See, until that the 28 is still not broke, it's not breached yet. So it's 29.8. We have 3 more minutes. So let's see where is the weakness. So if this price can break 28, so now we can go for a re-entry. The re-entry would be selling at 32.80 and stop above 38. But the 28 has to break. See again, this 28 is holding, and we are getting this pullback, okay, which is not a good sign, for a seller. Okay, we have 2 more minutes left. Okay, let's see. If it doesn't close below this low, then we are in trouble. Okay, so now the Dow has already started rising. So the Dow has already started rising. So I think it's a good thing that we didn't go for a sell. Okay, so I think that decision, we took was right. So now we just have to see how far it can go. Then we do a projection. So still, okay, now the new time belt has come into play. When I say new time belt, means I'm talking about the new 15-minute. Okay, so now if you see, the hourly is still weak. Okay, this is trading below the open. And when we look at the 30-minute, okay, we look at the 30-minute, we are seeing some strength. So there is a strength on the 30-minute, but your 15-minute should not see the price going above 36. Okay, so the price should be turning down before this 35, and if we see this 29 28 break then for sure we can take it as we are in the right track. Okay, so now we are seeing the weakness as expected, but the 28 is still holding. The 28 is still holding. Okay, but all our trades has turned positive, but the 28 is still holding, so that is the thing that is still bothering, and we should see the 28 break. See, the price has been so stubborn. So the 28 is still holding. It's a bit frustrating. You see, the 28 is still holding stubborn. Okay, not much movement yet. Okay, so what we will do is I'll give you the targets, then you manage it, because the market is a bit quiet and choppy, so we'll try to give you the TP and everything, so after which you can manage this. Okay, now let's do one by one. So if this 28 breaks, we should see the price next support at 20 half. Okay, 20 half or 21. So if that is the case, then we can put the TP at 21. Okay, 21. Another one at also around 20 or 20 half. Okay, see, now is back to where it is again. So now it's really giving us a headache. Okay, so now uh, we are going to see about 9 minutes of strength. So let it be. So if this is the case, okay, so this one I've given. Then the gold euro, 83. Okay, 83 is a TP. Okay, gold Aussie 50, either 5503 or 5495. Okay, we'll put it as 5495. Then finally the Dow, put it as 585 or 605. Okay, we'll put it as 585. Okay, so I think that's about it. So now the gold in the event, if you get stopped out, then we'll try to go for a re-entry which is 36.55, and for that the TP should be what, 37. Okay, the one you just put it then we will see how this is progresses. Okay, so overall I think today is still mixed. Actually we were doing a counter trend, but it should have paid us some reward, but I'm not sure, unlike very unlucky that the price didn't break that 28 half what we were looking for. So then this thing is still being very stubborn. Okay, so just see good luck, just see how it works further. Then after if let's say this gets stopped out again, then wait for the final turn. Until then I think we cannot do anything. We just have to keep on capitalizing. Always when we go with the trend, we make big money. When we go counter trend, we may lose money in lose, and I think that loss should be able to recover. That's one. Second, also when we do counter trend, when the price moves as expected, then I think we will get the earliest entry and we will get a big move happening. Okay, so as of now I think still not moving in the right direction. Looks like the 28 is holding, so we may see the 38 half break. If it breaks, then it's too bad. Then let it see. Then we got to wait for another level to re-enter and break this thing down. Okay, thank you, good luck, and see you again tomorrow. Okay, I think the 22 one got stopped out just now, the gold Aussie. Okay, I think it's already got stopped out, so I think most likely this also is going to get stopped out, so we got to wait for another cycle. then only we can go for a re-entry on this. Okay.